girl. If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all the diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. Only in and out of love, yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar.
like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch you unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. All in and out of love. Yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis love just made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch you unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. I've been in and out of love. Yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis love just made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch you unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. I've been in and out of love. Yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
fly, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch it unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. Yeah, these feelings are familiar. Swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her. Swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust. I've been in and out of touch. All in and out of love.
Yo, what's good, everybody? We're back with another Sold Out Live, another Sold Out podcast on this Wednesday. Man, y'all smash that like button, sub up to the channel if you're new, and if you haven't done so already, of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I normally do is make content about sneakers. We got occasional try hauls, and y'all know we just had Music Monday on this Monday. Y'all definitely hit the like button, sub up to the channel, and also sign up for that Sold Out Discord. The link is pinned at the top of the chat, and it is free to sign up. We talk a little bit of everything over there: sneakers, music. We got a food section, a sports section, a gym section or a workout section, as you will, upcoming releases. So pretty much whenever you can't catch me here, and if I can't respond fast enough in the comments, definitely I'm going to be getting those notifications in the Discord. But other than that, man, I'm going to let my homie go and do his proper introductions.
Yo, what's going on, everybody, man? You guys know me as Dunks, man. Hope everybody's been having a great couple of days, man. I know we just started here this week, and still hasn't really been much, but there's been some here and there drops. Nothing really too much to talk about, but still, if you've been picking up, congratulations on anything you're getting,
So I will say, they did have like a little live session on sneakers earlier. I don't know if you was able to catch that. Yachty was on there trying to hype up his shoe. I think it showed like up to like 80,000, if not more, people watched. And I was gonna say we were probably most likely watching just to see if there was gonna be a shock drop. Now, rumors is tomorrow there still may be a shock drop. I've seen a lot of videos floating around saying there may not be a shock drop on the Bread Reimagined Forest, but it's 50-50 right now. And I'll be honest, I think nobody truly deep down knows, but I am going to be keeping my eye out on the phone because I'm retailing nothing on those just to call it a day, but that's what I'm hearing. But I don't have my hopes up for it just yet. But tonight's topic, apparently, right, we're going to talk. Adidas is actually back on selling the remaining stock of Yeezys. I thought they were going to stop.
They were never off. What do you mean?
Well, they stopped. They were supposed to drop some over the holidays and then dropping it after that August joint. You know what I mean? When he went on.
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah. But
yeah,
to say that that was done or that was it, yeah, okay.
Yeah, true. So I'm hoping we finally get those 750s, the original joints. Y'all know I've been wanting those for a long time, and if I can get them from the retail shouty, that would be great. Because ain't nobody trying to budge on deals. But we're also going to talk the $5 million of stolen Nike products recovered by the LAPD, which that is from Complex. So we're going to touch on that tonight as well. But let's see what we got in the chat real quick, and then we'll start things up. And then we'll talk upcoming releases at the end of the live. Yachty was on that little, I guess, whatever sneakers had going on, and all he kept hyping up was his Air Force One, and I think it's called the Concrete. I'll pull that up, that image later. I don't know if you've seen those before, Dunks, but
I've
yeah,
seen it before. Yeah.
I'm a big fan of the Air Force Ones, but yeah, I mean, go back to the drawing board is how I feel
I
about it.
mean, it just looks like a color of the month, honestly.
Yeah, but it's got some logo on the hill.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, it's got his little. I guess it's like the construction man logo. Like on the like the street
Yeah,
sign, like when they
yeah.
do a road work. That's what it looks like, honestly. And like I say, it just looks like that with the color of the month, Air Force One. Honestly, in my opinion.
I'm curious how Yachty got chosen out of all people to get the next collab with Nike. And I personally feel like Nike is just throwing, what at the wall and seeing what sticks. Um, no disrespect, Travis sticks, Drake didn't stick. Pause. Um, who else we got? What's the one dude? The Spanish,
Alvin,
yeah, Balvin. His is 50-50. You know,
debatable. Yeah, yeah,
debatable. And I feel like, to me, I know he's had people like him, but I feel like his shoes are like, yeah, maybe if I'm bored, I'll go for them on retail. And then after that, like, I honestly, I
yeah.
know he did some ones, I know he did some twos, and I know he did threes. So,
Mm-hmm.
and not dissing Balvin. He may be big on the mutual on the genre style of music that he makes, but even Drake, for him being the top dog music artist, his
Mm-hmm.
shoes don't.
And do that. Yeah.
I was about to say they don't even stick, and but Travis is in another planet. No pun intended.
I mean, it's just I guess
What is
honestly, how do
Travis
you?
bringing to the table? These guys aren't bringing because they're doing numbers.
I mean, and they're literally pretty much
You're a
making the
Travis
same
fan.
shoes. Yeah, they're literally making the same shoes almost. And it's just I don't know, man. It's that swoosh. I'm telling you, that's what it's got to be.
The backward swoosh.
Exactly, exactly.
That's it.
That's what it's got to. That's it. What else could it be? Because like we say, they're literally making the same exact type of shoes. Um, the only thing is, different colorways, but in Travis is technically kind of choosing to stay, kind of in the same area with his. And like I say, it's just the backward swoosh that gets everything. I'm telling you, because if it was the
It's crazy.
colorways and everything he does, just with the regular swoosh on it, it would do good because it has his name. But it wouldn't skyrocket. They would sit pretty much where J Balvin sit.
Okay, and then no disrespect to your favorite person who got a collab with Nike, who's I guess we put him as. I mean, he's not really a music artist, but he does music. But he's a music producer. I'm talking DJ Khaled. His it's hard. I'm saying we know what Travis do. We know what
Yeah,
Balvin do.
because I was like, yo, I was like, yo, who are you trying to get at? But yeah, nah.
You
No,
get what
so
I'm saying
what
though?
about him?
Like,
Yeah. So what about him though?
he dropped the fives, and what upsets me with his collabs is because remember he got his own store that opened down up in Florida
Mm-hmm.
too,
Mm-hmm.
but his threes have yet to be released to the public technically, and
Yeah.
those he kind of knocked out the park, but
Yep.
the fives just was not it.
And that's with the salmon color and the friends and family.
That grape joint was all right, but
Yeah.
you
No,
know,
that was the friends and family, right?
I
Then they
think
did
so.
the what was the other color? It was like a pearl or egg color, gray. What color was it?
Hey, I ain't even gonna hold you. I only remember those top two colorways, but I know he did a total of four, right?
I just know three.
Okay, all right. I could be tripping. I know
Oh,
Kwame.
you could be right. You could be right.
Okay, yeah. I may look him up if we remember towards the end of the live. I know Kwame got a pair of whatever ones because they sat on sneakers for a minute, you know? So
Mm-hmm.
and not just I'm just talking music arts in general, but like the stuff that you can't get, I don't feel like we should count that. You know what I mean? That's what I was trying to get at. Like his threes that are not that
Mm-hmm.
they're not obtainable, but you're gonna need some real money to get those.
Yeah. No,
You know,
exactly.
it
So
ain't
I mean,
a
if that
couple
kind of
thousand ain't
exclude,
finna get you in that ballpark.
yeah. So then, if that's the case, would you kind of exclude
Yeah,
Eminem, of course?
yeah, I don't
Um,
count his. Yeah, I don't count his because his be like exclusive for him and I guess a few other people. Then
Mhm.
Khaled's, those threes you gotta exclude those because I mean those really aren't attainable by the regular public like us, like me. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, of course. So would you exclude the friends and family Travis's then?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Now you don't count those, but you know the
Yeah,
stuff
yeah, of
that
course.
actually where you had a chance, it was just too many people outnumbered the sneaker. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah, of course. Well, and I get it, but they all have to have those, those coveted ones that they, you know.
Yeah. Travis has got it. Khaled got it. Um, but Balvin, I don't see it. I'm
He,
pretty
I mean, and he's made just as many shoes as Khaled's made.
sure. Yeah.
You
And
know.
Balvin, to be honest, those last threes he did was all right.
Yeah, but like you said, if I boy, yeah, I'll go for them for retail. But after that, they're pretty much, just hey, they're just they're there. No, I'm not gonna check for them like that.
How do you feel about the black joints he's doing?
Nah, nah,
Not, I'm shocked because like
nah.
you were like the black shoe like fiend,
I
man.
was, I was, but nah. It just, I don't know. It just feels like you see like the back tab, and then the rest of the shoe is just black, and it's just not what it was meant to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that.
But it doesn't take away from the shoe. It's just, I don't know. It's just weird how they did it. They could have toned a little bit of that color down. That's all,
Yeah, true. It's blacker than that's the blackest I've seen. Like it's like
I
super
mean,
black.
and I don't know if maybe the edits or what we were seeing online have done it justice, because we really technically haven't seen, like, I mean, well, we've seen it in hand and everything, but to like see the official, hey, this is what's gonna drop, this is what you're gonna be getting. We haven't technically seen that yet.
True, true,
So
true. Let me touch the chat real quick, and then we'll start off with tonight's topic. I'm gonna go over the 5 million of stolen Nike products recovered by LAPD first, and then we'll touch on the Yeezys at the end, and then upcoming releases. But let's see what we got in the building. Um, Grills over Bricks says my favorite live. What up? What up?
yo,
Divine Photo says what up? What up, Divine?
yo,
Grills over Brick says, "Good evening, Polo and Woes." All right. Uh, Grills over Bricks got the Canadian flag waving. Looks like it, so I guess he's representing Canada. What up? What up?
yo.
Let's see. Devon says, "Gotti shoes are meh." I mean, yeah. I mean, again, nicest way I can put it. Take it back to the drawing board. You
Mm-hmm.
know, for forces, you should knock those out the park because it's a cheat code because you got a successful silhouette already. You know,
But we've seen where it could be done. The simplest things can be done and make it a masterpiece, and the simplest things can be done and make it just what it is, an Air Force One. And by that I mean we've seen go the Rockefeller, something that simple, but it's a classic, and it's up there. It's a
Ooh,
grill. But it's something, just they didn't do anything to it. Just put the Rockefeller.
that's all it needs sometimes.
Exactly, something so simple but makes it classic. And then we turn to the Utopias, where they do something simple also, and like they say, it is just what it is, an Air Force One.
You can also throw the Supreme Air Force ones in that boat. They just put the Supreme.
Yeah. But like I say,
The laces help though.
those would be debatable to some people. I mean, but those are obtainable though. It's
Attainable, and I think with the white pair, I would cop, and especially knowing I can get the
mhm.
red laces that got the Supreme written on them, it give you kind of like off white
Don't
vibe.
they come with them anyway, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah,
Okay.
that's why I would cop. But yeah,
Yeah.
the laces sometimes can make. Sometimes just swapping out the laces on a shoe could make it
But
pop.
when you get that the Nike Supreme box, right?
I don't know. No, I don't think it got that. I think it's just a regular Air Force One box. Don't quote me though. I ain't bought a pair.
Okay.
Let's see. Devon says those Yachty shoes aren't gonna sell. It's probably will resell as much as Fat Joe's recent Air Force Ones. Oh, I forgot about the throw Fat Joe in the
hmm
butt.
and that's
Terror
a
Squad
great
Forces
comparison. It's a great comparison, actually.
to him and Khaled.
No, to put those
Him
Yachties
and him and
as the
Yachty.
same.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's a great comparison.
yeah. Fat Joe. I don't know, man. I think it's not that we don't see him as the sneakerhead that he truly is, but like I don't. I think the difference between him and everybody else, even Eminem, and you know how I feel about Eminem. I'm not trying to pick on him. Travis got a different type of swag. That's all I can say.
Mhm.
He's always had a different swag when he came to the game. Everybody else, I don't know if Travis just has the best stylist or is it just him. The other guys, just like I'll say the best way to describe it is there is that person that can make everything look cool because of how they wear it and how they carry themselves. Now, if I was to put that same gym on, I can't do that, and I feel like that's what these other music artists they swag just not on Travis level.
Well, and you gotta think also too, though, like some of the stuff that they wear are as custom pieces and it's tailored just for them.
Yeah,
So that sometimes that makes what they're wearing look just that much better. Because obviously we're gonna get the universal just general release what they put out pair of jeans or what I'm saying t-shirts, but they obviously have stylists and people who custom these clothes for them. So that could also play a good part in it.
true, true, true. Let me hit the chat again. Let's see. Alexander Martin says, in theory, sample pairs shouldn't be reselling at all. True, but they do.
Hmm.
They do. They get in the hands of people who just, it is what it is. Alexander Martin says, but we know how greedy resellers are, so they do anything for the bag, even stealing, which brings up the topic we're about to touch on here. At least what by this article, we don't know anything. I got to read through it, and again, even still, what I read don't mean we wasn't there, so we don't fucking know. So it's
What amazes me before you start is that this is actually like still going on. Like even though I know they have had to seen what's been going on. Like we talked about this before. Like if you're in this type of environment, if you're in this world, you know what's going on, and you know what makes headlines. So why would you still you're watching it while you got stolen inventory right behind you? You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It's just I don't know. I guess, but
And
I don't
Divine brought
know.
up interesting point in the live too about hopefully Nike cracks down on stuff like who's leaking out all these early and where they getting all this early info and shock drop stuff from too. And I feel
Well,
like
you can't, like we seen before, you can't do anything to a teenager who gets their hands on information.
yeah,
You
true.
can't technically do anything about that.
I think what we were thinking though, or at least for me, is that information from it's an inside source they getting it from.
Well, yeah, exactly.
That's who Nike
But
probably
how can
wanted.
you
Yeah.
know how can that you track that down? Like I say, yeah, even if one of their employees leaves something to where their kids see it, and then their kids tell their friends, now what? How do
Dang, I know they know probably don't narrow it down to probably what department is somebody in that department. They just can't, you can't, you gotta be patient. It's on mark my words, in a couple years, I'll find out like that stuff ain't gonna happen no more.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, but it's always still gonna be somebody that breaks that code too. So it'll probably be a harder thing for Nike them to keep a eye on that too. So
Yeah, of course.
you got to be
But
paying the snitch. Think about it, you got to be low key. Like whoever exposes that person, I give them an extra bag, and the snitch could just say somebody else did it. And low key, it could be them. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think you hit the mute thing.
oh shit, my bad.
You good?
We're good. Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, like I was saying, I don't know if you heard me. I was like, pretty much that the snitch could be the person really the one who actually where they play the snitch usually try to play both sides of the field
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Of course.
every time. They don't
Yes,
got
sir.
no loyalty to nobody at the end of the day.
Yeah. Now, like you say, maybe in a few years they may be able to track it all down. But like I say, for now, like I say, if information gets out, like I say, that information, like we're hearing it now, we could go tell somebody. Are they
Yeah.
gonna track it down that hey, this person in our department told, and now Jeremy Polo knows about it? You know, you get what I'm saying? You see where I'm trying to
Yeah,
go
I
with
did what
it?
you said. Yeah, I get what you said.
So but so that's what I'm saying. It would be kind of hard to track down if it gets passed down to 100 people, and at that point, the story will most likely be told completely different than the original. But
Oh heck
somehow,
yeah, man.
somehow the information has made its way, to you and me.
I never forget the teacher, like my fifth grade teacher, used to line us all up in a row real quick. You just made me had like deja vu about she'll call the very first person at the front of the line up to her, whisper something in their ear, and you had to turn around and tell to each person behind you, and the
Mm,
person at the very end of the line had to come up and tell the teacher and whisper it, and then she would whisper to him. She said, "Okay," and she'll have the person at the end say it to the person she told at first. Is that
mhm.
what I told you? And we never ever passed the exercise,
Of
but it
course,
was
of course, and that's literally how it still works today.
yeah. Like this person, like she could say like orange juice. By the time it get back to her, it could be like uh, it says something like grape juice. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it'd be a whole different thing. Like that's not what I said. So basically, it was telling her stop telling everybody big. You know what I mean?
oh yeah, exactly. I mean,
Because
that's a
don't believe the rumors because hell, by the time it get to you, it's like this whole article, like same scenario.
hmm
Now it's out to the public. I guarantee you, somebody similar. Like, that's not exactly how it happened. You know what I
then the cops come on. That's exactly how it happened.
mean? Yeah, I know, right? Now you got an expensive eternity fee. Um,
Oh yeah,
Let me hit the chat again. The Slayer says, "Yo, my peeps, what up, Slayer?"
no,
Alexander Martin says Rockefeller Air Force Ones with a question mark. I'll pull them up on the screen. You know what? Right when I get ready to share my screen, I'm gonna pull them up on the screen. It's it's basically an all white Air Force One with a Rockefeller logo. I'm not sure if you're familiar with Rockefeller records is what we're referring to, not actual like the Rockefeller, but it is a music label that was founded by Dame Dash, Biggs, and Jay Z. So they have a Rockefeller logo, and they had some of the biggest artists musically at the time. Even Kanye, you know what I mean, Cameron's, Dipsets. Um, I can go on forever with them. So they had a lot of talent over there. Think of them as like, to be honest, what Cash Money is to the South. That's what Rockefeller Records was for New York. You know what I mean?
hmm
Like, they up there, but they never took it to like a, you know what I mean? They by the time their mainstream took off, things that kind of went sour, you
oh,
know?
and Jay Z was pretty much already headed
Exactly.
to Def Jam,
Yeah,
and
that's
no
my
one was
thing.
in Def Jam's office, Kevin Lyle's office specifically.
Yep. And yeah, so that's it. By the time Rockefeller, because the thing had Jay-Z not made that move, would Rockefeller still be here and on that level?
Mm, no, I don't. That's
The
it's a
Music
tough
Monday
spot.
topic. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's a tough spot, but because we know obviously we have diehard Jay Z fans, diehard Rockefeller as a label fans. So but me personally, I would say no because I think that Jay Z was already over. Just the whole attitude and persona that Dame had developed.
I think that was the problem right there. Dame,
hmm
you know how if you would think back to New Jack City where everybody like G Money's cool, but this Nino, man, he was, you know what I'm saying? That's how they looked at that. Hey,
Yeah,
Jay-Z's cool, man, but
I mean,
it's
and Jay Z had, obviously he had, hustle. He had street hustle. But Dame kind of gave him that, that dominant never take no for an answer um, you know, business type of hustle.
exactly.
So I mean that's, and I mean if you don't know that, then you just didn't see what Rockefeller had going on at the time. Um, so like, that's it was a nice thing they had going, but it wouldn't have worked because, like I say, there's the two egos that were there at the time, they clash too much, and it wouldn't have happened. So Def Jam obviously gave Jay Z this, I don't know, they gave him the sweetest deal of you know
Hell yeah, they did.
probably one of the probably he probably obviously he probably got probably one of the deal right next to Michael, one of that type of deal,
Yeah, like if there's like a hip hop, like Michael, it's a hip hop version, basically, type of deal.
Yeah, exactly. So
Like this is good as it's gonna get ever for anyone. Nobody's probably gonna
yeah,
get close.
nobody, yeah, exactly. Not even Drake is seeing this type of deal type.
Yeah, and Drake's deal probably is the best one runner up.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, just to say, I don't think it would have lasted. That's all.
True, I feel you. Let me hit the chat again. Divine Photo says, "What up at Slayer?" Slayer says, "At Divine, got the like this joint." Manny with the kicks in the building says, "West Gucci Polo and Dunks." Chat, what
Yo,
up, Manny?
yo.
What up? The Slayer says 5 million was stolen from Nike. God damn, that's a heist, bruh. Um, let's
Hmm.
see. Alexander Martin says Rockefeller. I wrote it wrong. Okay, yeah, it's all good. I know what you meant. I know what you meant, homie. Yeah, you wrote Rockefeller, but I know what you meant. Come on, man. I
Yeah.
mess up all the time, but I know what
Oh
you
yeah.
meant. Man of the Cake says, I'd rather get Travis Scott Air Force One before a Rockefeller Air Force One. Hella old pair, probably not wearable if it's dead stock. Yeah, if it's pretty much over if it's dead stock. So I'm gonna share my screen, show everybody what it kind of looks like if you don't know what it
Yeah,
looks
because
like.
Wade came out around what, 06, 07, something like that.
You know what? I'll see what StockX has on these because I know they did a restock of these joints. StockX photos kind of making these joints look way better than what they not.
Oh yeah.
But
Show
this,
that yellowing.
yeah, exactly. So the one they got up on StockX right now, the most recent was 2017, but I know there was one older than that. Um, I know it was one older than that one too. Like, but I think the most recent one, if you want to get like that sneaker, is 2017. But I want to see if I know there's an older version, but I guess it's all they got on StockX right now is 2017. But I feel like there was an older version. But I know that these joints, all it is, it's an all white Air Force One with the Rockefeller logo on it and black. And to be honest, I mean, not a bad shoe, but at the same time, it is definitely
It's
gives
just a
you,
utopia, pretty
yeah,
much.
looking at it, it is a utopia if it ever was, like before Travis was Travis. You know what I mean? Um, yeah, so 2017 is what I'm seeing from the shoe. I could have sworn it was an older version, but that may have been like an exclusive pair to them, and then finally dropped the official Rockefeller Air Force One in 2017. I should have caught these joint. But
I
see,
mean,
I'm looking at like I would give you ish about the Utopia joint because you such a Travis fan, but now I'm such a like nostalgia growing up in our time fan. Like
hey, well,
I'm basically gonna be the pot calling the kettle black, bro.
hey, we all got a guilty pleasure.
Yeah. I don't know, man. There's something about it. But yeah, all it is a basic all white Air Force One with the Rockefeller logo. I mean, it's one of those, if it fell in my lap, I would pay, I think on StockX they have it going what, 300 some dollars. Not bad
Hmm.
though. Um, yeah, my size about 500, but the average price on it is 315. So I mean, worst case scenario, you should be able to, if you really want them, a strong 450 should get you straight. But it's also an Air Force One at the end of the day, and a
Yeah.
basic one at that. Like, not to downplay the shoe, but we got to call a spade a spade. Um, Let me hit the chat. Alexander Marr says, "Simple as it is, that's a clean play. It's a clean pair." I mean, yeah, that's my thing. It's clean
Yeah.
though. Yeah, it's clean. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, it's a super clean shoe, man. And for what it represents too. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
So, but let me touch on this article for the 5 million of stolen Nike products recovered by LAPD. It says a 37-year-old man in California was taken into custody this week in connection with the discovery of stolen Nike products at a local warehouse. So I think Project Blitz is the place that this is happening at. I also do have another article up on them because just seemed like a few years ago they were getting shined for how much product they have, right? Um, but we're gonna keep reading. You know what I'm saying? According to an investigation conducted by the Los Angeles Police Department (LAPD), Roy Lee Harvey Jr. was arrested. Dang, how many names he got? Roy Lee Harvey Jr. was arrested yesterday for his illegal or his alleged involvement with an elaborate theft ring that included receiving, redistributing, and reselling stolen Nike products. So is this the owner of this place getting chopped up, or is it somebody else that like knew these guys had this product? I'm gonna keep reading, but you get what I'm saying? Like,
Mm-hmm. Well,
was the
he used. It seems like he used all first names,
yeah, that was a
so
lot.
he could use them as different aliases when he needed.
Yeah, it's weird.
But you froze.
Oh, my bad. Cool. Let me fix that. But yeah, I'm gonna read through the rest of this article real quick. Let me get myself back from unfrozen real quick. The stream was going so well, but you know how it goes. Whatever can happen will happen. But I should be back up on the screen now. Boom. Cool. My bad, everybody. Appreciate the good look dunks. Um, it says the LAPD says detectives from the Commercial Crimes Division Cargo Theft Unit, Major Theft Task Force, that's one hell of a name too, and Organized Retail Crime Task Force units executed 2 search warrants on January 27th in Hollywood and Hawthorne. The latter location was linked to where Harvey Jr. was allegedly delivering thousands of stolen Nike shoes, clothing, and accessories worth to an approximately $5 million. Sheesh.
This type of stuff has to be getting leaked out, like
Yeah.
because they're not just stumbling upon this stuff. This stuff has to be inside leakers, just like leaking it
Inside
out.
job.
I don't know if they're like not getting paid or if they're like just getting tired of looking behind their back, guilty conscience types. So,
Yeah.
but it's most definitely like info that's getting leaked out because, like I said, nobody just stumbles upon a warehouse full of $5 million allegedly, with stolen goods.
Yeah,
Allegedly.
and you only catch a person in the act because I know they ain't just got a see-through truck. So, and
Exactly. So
on this image, you can tell they don't just have like regular sneakers. Like I see like trophy room boxes, off-white boxes. I'm almost positive those are unions. You know what I mean? And then it has Blitz underneath the label. Like honestly, it looks like the warehouse inside of my workplace. You know what I'm saying? Um, Let me read through the rest of this article. It says images shared by the LAPD appear to show that the products were recovered at the warehouse of reseller Project Blitz. But that detail has yet to be confirmed, and there has yet to be any formal charges against the resale outlet. So, right now, I'm assuming they're doing an investigation of whether it is they're a part of it and they knew about it, or it's kind of one of those a random person, they didn't know that this person was getting it that way.
I do. Now, next question. Do you think is you already know I'm gonna? I don't.
I,
Maybe you do. Maybe you don't.
I have a feeling though. Go ahead.
$5 million. Yeah.
Yeah,
Is it,
5 million.
and is it real?
I believe it is.
Because you
I
can
have
have
it.
$5 million in fake merchandise too.
Yeah, true. But they gotta like not
I,
that this matters, but Project
yeah,
Blitz has a good reputation of having legit products to the best of my knowledge. I never caught from them, but I've heard no bad stories. Not saying there isn't some that's out there that hasn't just probably haven't made it to our attention either.
yeah, but I mean, I don't feel like that they will be storing damn near $2,000, $3,000 shoes in a warehouse.
I mean, they gotta put it somewhere, dunks.
Yeah, I get that, but like, what do they have? Like some type of other type of special type of treatment for those type of shoes? You know what I'm
I
saying?
get what you're saying because why put it there if you need it? What if you need access to the inventory to sell it at your? Because they should have a storefront, right?
Exactly. Yeah,
So I mean, I know they got a warehouse in the back, but I mean, like they got that much product where you know what I mean. Like,
exactly. You have that many trophy rooms. So You know what I'm saying? And like I say, if those shoes are, let's say, at average 15 a pop, 1500 a pop, then and let's say you got, I don't know, 20 pair of one color at that. So come
Yeah.
on, you do the math on that. You can
Yeah,
really fit
I
that much.
didn't think that you got a point. I can't, and I love to debate, but this one
Yeah,
I
yeah. I was
it's
just,
a
it's
tough
just
one.
kind of funny to me. That's all. That
Yeah,
if you
makes
got
sense.
that much money in inventory and that much, and that's just in stock, and I know you got more invested into it. So if you got 5 million in stock, you probably got 10, 15 almost invested into the whole thing. You know.
Yeah, this is true.
So and you, like I said, you're gonna let your money just rot like that in a warehouse?
Nah, I don't think so.
Exactly.
Yeah, because I mean that stuff. Those warehouses, if stuff's sitting there too long, it's not gonna be
I
there.
mean, it can still be heat treated, weather treated, whatever type of warehouse you got. But still, fact of the matter is, I mean, a time stops for nothing or no one. It's still that shoe's still gonna deteriorate, still gonna rot, still gonna age like it's supposed to.
Yeah, it only lasts for so long.
You can only slow it. You can slow it down, but it's still gonna happen.
Yeah, actually, I seen somebody do a YouTube video on where they had preserved some sneakers for X amount of years in like a Ziploc bag and like cut all the air out of the joint.
Oh yeah,
And they were still in good condition, but they still yellowed. And you know what I mean? Hell, it had the
yeah,
least amount
exactly.
of air access, but it still yellowed.
hmm
So, like Dunk says, hell, it's
Because
just some,
it still had to like release all those gases and stuff out of the shoe.
yeah,
So especially by it like being suffocated like that, it just kind of like
yeah,
just it had nowhere to go. So it just and I'm sure it probably yellowed way faster than it would have just outside in normal air.
yeah. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Let me
hmm
touch the chat real quick. Let's see. I left off. Man with the Kick says the regular player that Jay-Z had back in the day. What I meant similar to the friends and family Travis Scott Air Force Ones. He's got the cold blowing joint with the fire. Okay, Manny. Alexander Martin says to me, it's too much rare pair to be not knowing it. Okay, true. He says, I don't think all of those pairs are legit. And I think that's what Dunks was getting. We don't know, allegedly, but I
Yeah,
I wasn't thinking that deep into it, but Dunks and I see Alexander, y'all got a point. I mean, that is a big question out there. Like, okay, cool. I highly doubt this is my thing because they got the Grail stuff. I highly
hmm
doubt Nike's not noticing this amount leaving. You know what I mean?
and with or without a leaker, like I say, and whether or not the shoes are real or fake. Like, what do they really have to gain out of the situation or
Valid.
lose out of the situation, especially if they have not even a penny invested into it?
Yeah.
You
True.
know,
Yeah.
like if
Valid.
you're just like I say, if you're just one of his like employees, then yeah, you can go, you can be replaced. If you're like I say, like maybe his girlfriend or like just a good friend, you can go, you can be replaced. Family member, you can't be replaced, but you can go. But you can't really remove that person that got just as much money invested into it as you do. You know,
Yeah.
so it could be a number of factors that play into it. But like I say, I think whoever did it, like I say, didn't have much to lose in the situation. Is what I'm mainly trying to get at.
Got you. Got you. True. Let me touch the chat real quick. Um, let's see. Where did I leave off? Uh, let's see. Divine Photo says the police gonna have a field day selling those shoes they confiscated at their auction. um,
Sheesh, for sure, man. Yo,
I-
police man, took a trip to L.A.
yeah, pretty much. Alexander Martin says police officers about to feed their whole families with the shoes. They had a lot of pairs. Dunks kind of sus. So he talking about like the shoe boxes they had on there, not you dunks. But he's saying like
Mhm.
you know what I'm saying, the
Yeah,
stuff
no,
he
yeah,
called,
of
yeah.
course.
Yeah, because I know how I read it kind of sounded weird. Um, but yeah, they
Oh
had
yeah,
a
no,
whole
yeah,
bunch of
but
dunks in the photo too, like dunk boxes. So he's like, yeah, you know, that could be possibly
I
not legit.
mean, like, I mean, come on now. I say if he had, let's say 10,000 dunks. Let's say 10,000 different pairs of dunks. Uh,
He had the off white joints on the, just by the way.
but I mean, just I'm just saying, it doesn't have to be a specific one. Just dunks in general. If he had 10,000 dunks in stock, I say, and in my opinion, it was a 50-50 split on them.
Yeah,
That's just my opinion.
I can see
And
that.
honestly, at that point, he didn't even know what you were gonna get. I mean, but because his reputation is so good, you trust it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's what really buying resale off of is,
Mhm.
especially with these stores. It's a lot of trust because you got to just trust
Yeah,
they
it's all
have.
about pretty much a reputation. Yeah.
Yeah, even with you buying on from Go, from buying from eBay,
Hmm.
you going off your best judgment of what you see in the images on eBay, then
Hmm.
you throw it into a third party, hoping they see what you see,
Hmm.
and then it gets shipped to you. Same with StockX, same with Goat. Um, yeah, it's really trust. You taking a gamble either way. You got a 50-50 slot. So yeah, I can
Hmm.
see why you say that, Dunks. Um, let's see. Let me hit the chat. Alexander says, just like those Freddy Kruegers from SneakerCon, kind of says too. That one because those were it was only like they barely hit the double digits on how many pairs they really made. You know what I mean?
I always question those. Anytime I see those, I question them.
Yeah, I don't unless I see like a rant. Like you gotta. I ain't gonna ask you what you do, but you gotta definitely stand out and let me know because that one is like it's very, very, very limited. So
And rare.
rare, and the people who do got them, hell, they probably I highly doubt they even post them. You know.
Hmm.
So yeah, I would definitely question that one as well. Alexander says you mix rubber with synthetic leather and humidity in a closed space, the perfect party for mold.
So I'm saying that's what I was gonna say earlier too. I was gonna say, what's one way to kind of like get rid of something? You cut off its supply.
Yeah, true,
So obviously, cutting it off, that's completely gonna make it, age faster, deteriorate, and like they said, mold.
true, true. Let's see. The Slayer says police officers by day, resellers by night. Alexander says yellow lobster, iron Manning dunk, different samples of Travis Forrest. Futurama dunk highs on eBay is 90K size 9.5, 20 different pairs of dunks. That's crazy. Yeah. So what he's basically
Now,
saying.
okay, now do you you still on the fence about everything?
No, I mean, yeah, he broke it down. Like, if there was ever such thing as just chopping it down, Alexander's basically saying, like,
Yeah, exactly. So
you
that's why
can,
I say you still your judgment still stand on how you feel.
I don't,
Innocent until proven guilty, right? Like,
yeah, they're innocent until proven guilty, but it's definitely a lot of red flags. It's definitely a lot of red flags. I don't know
that
what's not.
90K, like, huh? I was like, oh
Yeah,
yeah. He
yeah,
got how many pair?
yeah. Like, if they, now I'm gonna say this, I always question the stuff at like Flight Club, and then when you see like the Eminem 4 shits, and I'm like, the fuck? Whose is it though? You know, but they don't want
I
to.
don't doubt Eminem stuff. I think it's real. Like when Flight Club and stuff has it, it's real. I don't doubt that. Like I say, it's just like I say. Eminem had it. He passed it to probably one of his roadies, and the roadies said, "Hey, I don't need these." Gave them to their teenager, and now boom, they're on StockX. Or I
Okay.
mean Flight Club.
Same difference. Yeah.
Because the roadie, like, hey, I mean, I'm never gonna wear these. Like they don't
True.
even fit me. Something like that. You never know. They
True.
just like Eminem or that's magicians like I don't know, hit somebody just take them, They just want to get them off their feet.
Yeah. Let me hit the chat. Man with the Kick says, I'm dead. Travis Scott's for Terra Squad Air Force One. No Travis Scott, my guy. Okay. So I'm thinking he prefers the Terra Squads over the Travis Scott Air Force One. Like he'll take that first. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Understandable.
Yeah. I
You
mean,
know.
man, he's from NY. You know, he's in his.
Well, that and I mean, Terror Squad did kind of have some type of like detail and showmanship to it. You know,
They at least made an
they
attempt.
at least tried. Yeah,
Yeah, they didn't
even with
just
that
hey.
big TS on the back, they look like TC.
Yeah. I mean, they tried with the different like materials in the two-tone colorway. They tried. I'll give them better effort than the Travis just putting a stamp on there or the
I mean,
Rockefeller.
and it would have made better sense and probably sold more if you would have did that with Astro World instead.
Yeah, true. I can see that because everybody just wanted, something. Um, the Vine photo says all them Freddy Krueger sus. It's like you see it at every sneaker con. Yeah, I'm almost positive. I'm questioning too with the sneaker cons why I stopped really rocking with them. Last time I've been to one was in 2018. Um, I stopped rocking with them whenever I feel like they don't never say where the vendors like some of them where the vendors coming from, but I'm like, do they vet these vendors' product or they just be like, because you think about it to have a booth at SneakerCon, you can bring your shoes there and sell them out of your hand or out of your little cart or however you want to bring them. That's fine. But if you want to have a legit booth where people come around looking to buy heat, you gotta pay a booth fee.
And it's not cheap.
Yeah, like it's
And it goes up every year, I'm sure.
yeah, I'm almost positive. I don't know the number, but I mean,
Jeez, I bet
you
those spaces are crammed at this point, you know?
yeah, I'm gonna put it this way, like you have a booth, you gotta be very confident that you finna come in there and make. Cause think about it, it ain't
Make
worth
what
it
you
to just
spent, what you just spent. Pretty cool.
yeah. This is my thing. Why would you want to buy a booth like rent, have your booth set up and pay for a spot to break even? Say like booth rent, we'll just throw a number out there. I don't know if it's true. Say if it's 1,000, you know what I mean? You to make your money back, you got to clear 1,000 and then some for you to start seeing profit.
You gotta know that your money is coming back 100%, at least 100%. You
Right,
know, you
right.
know,
To
200 is
me,
excellent.
yeah. All right, all right, but yeah. Um, inside joke, everybody dunks. Yeah, but yeah, but that's hey, he right. They was right though. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like breaking even is like okay, cool, we good. But I mean, think about it. For them to, you also got to factor in for them the time they did to put their product together, get the stuff loaded up to drive it there. Keep in mind, gas not free. You know what I mean?
Yo, you
Yeah,
froze.
yeah. I'm about to say yeah, like I'll fix it. But yeah, like that.
Yeah, especially and think about if they're coming from different states too, like you said. You know, I
Yeah,
mean, I'm sure they're not driving their own car because they got too much inventory, so they're most likely using a U-Haul.
yeah. So and then don't forget that time we had where the one homie that was following that wasn't technically around them, but was following every sneaker con, and then he was doing a little game thing
Oh, the
outside.
Rochambeau stuff, yo. Okay,
And then somebody popped them. Like
yo,
they didn't take.
some young boys that wasn't going for that.
Yeah, it is like once somebody. All it took was somebody like, "Hey, he just played you right. Well, me, he ain't played me."
Yo, this
Oh,
motherfucker cheating.
yeah, like he cheating and it's like they. But thing is, like them some real down hard homies because they all went in on this dude.
Exactly, yo. He stole from all. If you stole from one, you stole from
Yeah,
them all.
they beat him up, but then they still shot him. You know what I mean? Like
Yo,
that's my thing. Like they didn't. This is my thing. You didn't have to do that because whoever had the blicky could have just used it and called it a day.
or they could have they could have just beat him up. You know, let him know, hey, don't try this on nobody else. Just roughed them up a little and went home or went about their day. But hey, nah. I mean, just beating him up wasn't enough. They had to prove a point.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
must
That's
have
all that was.
really disrespected them.
Yeah. Let me hit the chat real quick. Let's see. Manu the Kick says dead ass and at got sold too. Okay, so got sold is basically like another version of sneaker con. and they actually use StockX for their legit checkers, while um, SneakerCon is using the eBay authenticators. You know,
Mm-hmm.
um, tomato. At the end of the day, Alexander Martin says, "Red flag, my G." The Slayer says, "I'd rather watch a Freddy Krueger movie instead." Okay, Slayer. Before, I mean, this is my thing. If they are at those sneaker cons, they are already expensive anyway. So imagine what that person want right there on the floor.
I
And
mean, but it obviously is a great shoe, grill shoe, but there's still better grills. It's a good shoe, obviously, but like I say, considering what they've done since then and probably previous to those, I mean, there's other shoes too. There's just as good.
yeah,
But I don't understand why that's one of the shoes that's always highlighted as oh man, I got 10, 20 pair of this shoe. No, you don't, because they only made maybe 200. So if you alone have 20 of that pair, then that means that there's only 180 other pair out there. And if the other reseller three tables down has 20, 30 pair, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
come on, you know. If there's
true.
only that many pair in the world, how do you have 30 of them, 40 of them?
Exactly. Like I said, red flags. Like that's the best way. Alexander said it. Red flags. Um, let's see. Divine Photo says, imagine spending money at Got Soul or Sneaker Con just to find out the shoes you copped was fake. Let's see. He says, imagine spending money at Got Soul. So he said it. I think it just came through twice on probably YouTube acting up. But yeah,
And the worst part about all of that is you're never gonna come in contact with that person again. You most likely never in your life gonna see that person again. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, bro, give me my number, man. Everything's legit, bro. If you have any problems, call me. Guarantee you, I'll send you your money back. Send you your shoes, no problem, bro." You know,
I miss the
they
days
they
when
run that game.
I miss the days when sneaker kind of stuff actually used to be about just being a sneaker, versus coming there for it. Now I just feel like when I went there, it was all about get money and get the hell out. You know what I mean?
Yeah. You don't see any of these other cons like out of hand like that and doing stuff like that. But funny story, side story.
I gotta hear this.
One time before I seen the metal con, like the metal heads and stuff. Yeah, like it would just look like a black sea of people just walking across the street because they were going to the convention center. It was a very unique sight to see. Just all these,
Wow,
just a big wave of just this long hair and just all black, just all going across the street. Just very weird to see. That's all.
that's what people see me as at work.
I mean, yeah, of course. I mean, we had there were brothers and stuff in there, of course. It was, like
Mhm.
I say, it was just very funny to see. That's all.
That reminds me, like, why does everything like those type of conventions is that? Oh, oh my man, I'm so slow, bro. I just figured out what the con for. Like, why they always do these cons for? Like, okay, Comic Con and Sneaker Con and like Complex Con. It's just short for convention.
Yeah.
Bro,
Hmm.
slowest moment ever right now. I should have been known that. Um, right? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, I had a slow moment. Let me hit the chat real quick. Um, Alexander says, we are going to see several pairs of friends and family purple Travis Jordan 4s and those sneaker cons. A factory in China reproduced this model. I'm seeing several replica channels advertising it. All I'm saying is them channels that do that, and I'm not knocking the channels that do this, but those channels end up getting clapped if they find out if you do too many fakes. Like I remember one YouTuber, he was repping fakes to the fullest, and that's okay. I'm not saying don't buy fakes. I'm just saying don't sell. If you know it's a fake, don't try to sell it off as real. That's always
Yeah,
been my
exactly.
stance with it.
If you buy it, then rock it or stock it, but don't try to sell it or. I mean, even if you want to wear it and say it's real, I honestly don't see anything wrong with that because it's on your foot. Who's gonna challenge you? Who's
Yeah,
gonna challenge that?
Yeah,
but just don't try and like give it to somebody else as real or sell it to them at a retail full price.
yeah, that's the stuff I don't agree with.
Mhm.
But those channels, like, I see people rebuild them, but it don't stand the
And
they
what's it
don't.
called, like 2.0, like stuff like that.
Yeah, pretty much. And or they use a backup channel, but it just don't stick,
Hmm.
And that's just with everything. Even Boosie, where his original Instagram had millions of followers, he's had like what 4 different Instagrams recreated, and he's struggling to get back. He was in a double digits of millions, and now it went back to like just million, which is still good. But like you said, hey, 15 million is excellent.
Oh yeah.
Basically, that's if that was ever not one of the goated lines of all time, man. But anyway, yeah, it's
I mean,
timeless.
if you had to give, then it would have been excellent, bro.
Yeah, exactly. Manu with the Kick says, F that divine triple check before purchasing at the sneaker events. My advice. Yeah, this is true. You gotta make your own judgment. That
How
when they
much are
had
they to even like enter, like as a customer,
what do you mean?
like to go into them, like as a consumer to buy,
Um
like just
I
as a
think
customer,
I
walk
think
around this shit.
because they yeah, because that's another thing. It's not free to go in there.
Of course
Um
not.
So it is, from what I remember, and I could be wrong. I think it was 25 for like just that day. Like you once they
Yeah,
open,
average convention prices there.
yeah,
Okay, but that
25.
was also 6 years ago. So
Yeah, so it's probably more than that now. But back in the day, it was, if I remember correctly, and I could be wrong. So allegedly, $25 for one day, and then or you could pay. You could buy 2 separate tickets, and that would be 50. Or they'll cut you a deal for like, all right, well, for 48, you can get both days.
or you could pay at the door.
Yeah, or you can pay at the door as well. So, but I had my ticket already paid.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I waiting
yeah.
that
At the door,
long
it's like a
line,
little more expensive too, right?
huh?
If you try to buy it at the door.
Maybe I don't remember. 'Cause I only went to one, and I will say this too, man. Um, with so many people having sneakers, like they had like a trade pit. I'm gonna just say this: if you're doing a trade pit joint and you're bringing used sneakers, which is fine, hey, bro, um, spray them joints with some free Febreze inside because I don't know if it was the people there, but all I can smell was like straight feet,
I'm sure.
like feet, like not in a good, like like not a good, not fresh
Hmm.
out the shower, clean feet, like smell like feet,
I mean,
like, bro.
people are not gonna smell what you smell.
Yeah, it was weird, and I'm like, bro, how y'all hanging in this joint? That's what I felt. When we hit the chat, Alexander and Martin says now they resell Stanley cups. Yeah, I saw that. The joints, the Starbucks joint. I saw that, and apparently I seen like somebody. I think Manny posted one in Discord where they're gonna do a Supreme one, or it could just be a
Oh
host.
God, yeah. That
But yeah,
I hope so. That better be, man.
it could be. But Manny posted in there. It's in the lounge if you're bored.
Yeah.
um, let's see. Alexander says that's crazy, dude. See that has filmed himself returning fake pairs. That's crazy. And no disrespect. I don't know what's gonna happen, but we did cover that topic as well. But you see, he ain't. You see how he moving now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
He got he got a lawyer, but you battling Nike. You know what I mean? That was kind of a this my thing. That was like a below the belt type of situation, and Nike not gonna let that ride.
This, I mean,
I get what he was trying to do. I'm not saying allegedly, right? I get what he was trying to prove, where not even the employees themselves can, blah blah. Yeah, but the thing is, Nike has a dedicated site where you can do all that type of stuff to pass it in there. You
hmm.
know, so
Oh
you
yeah.
didn't. He didn't go about it the right way, based off the information that's out there allegedly. Um, yeah, just in case. I ain't.
Mhm.
I ain't. Nah. Let's see. Let's see. Devon says SneakerCon is pretty much resellers selling to resellers. Um, let's see. Devon says appreciate your advice. Many of the Kick says the real ones be made in a factory and the UAs be made in a random basement in China. Okay. Manu the Kick says, no problem, Divine. Divine says, if they do a Supreme one that's screen gonna be worse than the vids of the original Stanley Cup for show at Target. I hope there was a host too, man. I don't understand the hype behind the Stanley Cup thingy to begin with. The one from Target. I don't know the hype behind that, but it is.
I don't.
Did you were you asked to cop one for anybody or anything?
Uh, Surprisingly, she already had one.
I
Okay.
wasn't saying who. I was just saying like, but
All
I
right.
guess
Yeah.
yeah, my bad. Man with the Kick says the Supreme Cup coming out, so I guess it's not a host.
Okay.
Let me read through the rest of this article, and then we're going to transition onto the Yeezys are back on, and then we're going to talk upcoming releases because this is the end of this article. Says images shared by LAPD appear to show that the products were recovered at a warehouse of a reseller, Project Blitz, but the detail is yet to be confirmed that they have yet to be the formal charges against the resale. I read this part. It says it's worth mentioning that Project Blitz website is currently closed with a "Be back soon" message. All right.
But like the other one that was shut down with a "Be back soon" message.
Right. Says at the
It
time
never
of the
came back soon.
hey, I'm not gonna say anything. Who knows? Maybe they're just updating the website. It says at the time of the writing, the LAPD is asking anyone with additional information on the pending investigation to call its crimes division, and it has a number. So there you go. Now, keep in mind also, I wanted to show that I'm not going to read through this article because I see that we're going on the time. Says just a few years ago, this was back on 2021. Exclusive look, and this was actually by CBS News, a look inside the secret headquarters of Project Blitz, one of LA's hottest sneaker dealers. So apparently they have been showing this around again. So again, I'm gonna say this: where there's smoke, there's usually fire. I'm not
But
gonna
this
read.
has always been a ringing rumor that's been going on pretty much, right?
Yeah, and then I can't help but think of the dude where we covered the topic where the former, I think, CEO, where her son was going around doing this, and he had all them sneakers in a warehouse, and nobody was noticing it until the one YouTuber actually he let him come through and film and showed all the stuff he got and kind of went through the process, and then people connect the dots, and next thing you know, what the CEO was asked to step down because he was using the Nike credit card. Remember that one we covered?
Mm-hmm. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
same scenario here is
And
what
this
I'm
is
getting
the
from
first
this.
warehouse that's been busted in California. This isn't the first warehouse that's been busted at all.
Right.
And
So,
it's all connected. I'm gonna assume.
right. So let me read this. Let's touch this. Yay. Adidas will sell the remaining Yeezy inventory in 2024, and then we'll talk upcoming releases. And yeah, we'll be wrapping things up here. We'll be right on schedule. We've got about 10 minutes left. So, following the announcement that the brand was potentially writing off its remaining Yeezy inventory. See, that's what I was talking about, Dunks. Um, Adidas has decided the brand has officially announced that it will be selling its remaining Yeezy inventory. The partnership between Ye, formerly known as Kanye West, and Adidas, marked by the Yeezy brand, was once a hallmark of success in the footwear industry. Comparable to the acclaim of Jordan brand, Yeezy evolved into a billion-dollar venture with both parties reaping the rewards from the vulture or the venture. Says, however, the relationship sourced over the time, leading that the eventually would collapse following Ye's controversial actions, including his White Lives Matter shirt at the Yeezy Season 9 fashion show and the anti-Semitic heroic. So, but Ye has come out and tried to apologize for this because I mean, I'm not saying Ye is struggling, but I think he noticed the bag
He
difference.
did it, and now what? Like literally, like almost a month later, we see that their plans to resell the shoes. Like you say, he's gonna have to take that. He's gonna have to take that apology tour. You know, he's
Yeah,
like sooner or later. It may not be tomorrow, but it's gonna be one day. And
yeah,
we saw what happened, and now we see what's happening.
True.
Yeah.
Um, says this fallout placed Adidas in a challenging financial position as the brand heavily relied on Yeezy for its revenue. Adidas took a strategic step after being left with over $1 billion worth of inventory. They decided to release the existing stock in batches, committing a portion to the proceeds to an anti-Semitic defamation league and the um, yeah Institute for Social Change. This initial release was financially successful in accounting 85% of Adidas profits in the second quarter of 2023. So had
But
they would have dropped it, what do you mean? What's your name?
do you think that this had more to do with Ye or more to do with Adidas themselves?
I'm gonna say Adidas. Ye was the problem, but like we just read in the article.
You know,
Adidas,
this financial stuff going on,
yeah, this is my thing. Like Ye knew that low key, let's keep it 100. He was carrying Adidas.
and they did too.
Yeah. And they, this is my thing. They should have did what it takes to make them happy, but at the same time,
But
sometimes you gotta put
what it
your
takes to make him happy though is
yeah,
damn near like putting the world on a lasso and pulling it to him,
yeah. I was
so
about
to
to
speak,
say it's easier said than done, is what Dunks is trying to get at here.
Yeah.
You might it's impossible to do.
Well,
Um,
he say, you guys ask me who I think I am. I told y'all,
yeah.
I'm a
Oh
god.
God. Yeah, like yeah, and then that's not helping if you keep giving in. Eventually, you got to have your breaking point.
Hmm.
Um, so I get it. Says Adidas plan for the release in November 2023 was postponed due to the escalating conflicts in the Middle East. Okay, so you were right, Dunks. They probably had no plans all along to stop doing it. It's just that stuff happened over at the Middle East that kind of,
Hmm.
delayed it. Like that's the word you use, I think, at the beginning of life says, delayed. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I get it.
Hmm.
So makes sense. Dunks, we ain't even read the article and you already kind of predicted this. Says um says weeks later, Adidas contempted writing off approximately $320 million worth of Yeezy sneakers. However, in the recent turn of events, as per their 2023 results, Adidas opted not to write off most of the Yeezy inventory. Instead, they plan to sell the remaining products at least at cost in 2024. I would love to have a date on this because I hope those 750.
Or I wouldn't even. I, what would satisfy me? Pause more than like the date is just to know what models we're gonna be.
Thank
What
you.
could possibly be,
Thank
because
you.
then at least hey, I know already because they've already pretty much given you the date, sometime in 2024. So just give us what models that they're gonna be.
Yeah, if I had to guess, they're gonna do the whole August joint, or maybe they'll do some slides before summertime and close it out in August.
I
That's how I
mean,
look at it.
I honestly still wouldn't mind getting those Onyx for retail.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's about the only. Oh, and I take the Barcoas too, the brown pair.
Honestly, every Yeezy slide I'm gonna go for no matter what.
I mean, there's certain ones that I just don't want, like those neon ones. I don't. Those really don't, appeal to me.
I mean, but that could be something for the boo though.
Well, I mean, if she wants them, then yes, she can have them. But I
Yeah,
mean, I'm saying it's not for me. Jordy, grab them for
yeah.
him too. But
All I'm
just
saying, yeah,
not for me. That's all.
yeah, you get the family right.
Hmm.
Says despite a challenging year, Adidas performance exceeded expectations. The company reported that uh, currency naturally revenues compared to the previous year, a significant achievement considering the discontinuation of the Yeezy line. The gross margin also improved, and the company generated an operating profit of, and this is in euros, 268 million, surpassing its anticipated operating loss. So even though they donated, I guess 85% of the proceeds, they
Hmm.
still, hey, everybody still was eating, you know.
I mean, at the end of the day, all that what you guys just said meant nothing because you know, with still full pockets.
True. Says as Adidas look ahead to 2024, it anticipates a mid-single digit rate growth in currency natural sales, including around 250 million from the sale of the remaining Yeezy inventory at cost. The strategy aligns with their goal of returning to double-digit growth and a 10% operating margin. Adidas CEO expressed his optimism, highlighting improvements in customer engagement, product quality, and reduced inventory levels. When precisely that the next Yeezy drop is set to take place is still mystery. So that's the end of that article. So again, that's a mystery of when we can anticipate the next set of Yeezys to drop. Hopefully soon though. You
Mm-hmm.
know, I'm hoping we get something before summertime, and then I'm hoping we get those 750s, you know, at latest by like October, so we can have them for winter time. You know what I mean?
And it would only make sense to do it like that. But we know we'll get, if they do those 750s, we'll get them in June, July, and
Yeah,
we'll get like some slides in October, November.
they gonna do it like yeah,
As
what?
first,
Yeah, yeah,
pause. You know what I mean?
basically yeah. Pause, but yeah. Let's talk upcoming releases. Wrap things up here for the night. We're gonna be on this joint for like another couple minutes or so. I know we got the bread fours, but also I'm starting to see some images, and I do got it up on the screen here. Those Air Jordan 1 OG reimagined black toe joints. And I'm not sure if we had touched on it before on Saturday Dunks, but
Yeah.
the wing logo that we're used to seeing on the side, it
It's
has
gonna
Air.
say Air Jordan, yeah.
How do you feel about that?
If that's all they're doing, then count me out. I mean, obviously, I'm still gonna go for them, but um, you can kind of like, as in creativity, count me out. You know?
Well, yeah, but they also have like the younger Jordan where he has it around his shoulder. So maybe that was the original mock-up. Maybe.
Well, yeah, that was how they. I guess I'm assuming the black toes. Like the.
Yeah,
Like obviously that's not what we got, but that's what the promotion shoe was.
yeah,
And they just stamped the Air Jordan on there as a place marker for where the Wings logo was gonna go.
yeah.
So
I gotta be honest. I'm not mad at it.
I mean,
Um,
okay. Well, and that's the case. It's just the um, what's this shoe that the original shoe he had, because that's what the font pretty much is.
this my thing. I'm not mad at it for nostalgia purposes.
Mhm.
Retail only, yes. I'm not gonna give you a penny.
But they're gonna have to do more than just that though. Still,
I mean, I think that's gonna be it, Brody. Because I mean, it's like,
they're
like I know I get what you're
crack you
trying to
over the head.
say.
They're gonna crack you over the head for damn near $200 for it.
I mean, yeah, it's featuring Air Jordan on the collar. It says Michael Jordan with the original Air Jordan 1 black toe featuring the Air Jordan on the collar. So it's the original, it's the originality for me, man. Um, I'm not mad. These are clean. Like I
These are
know
black. Well, they
everybody.
just didn't put the stamp on it. That's all it is.
I get what you're saying, but I
But you
like
would
the
take that over the ivories?
no, I can't.
I said you would take that over the ivories.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like I thought you said, and you can't get with the ivories, but no, I can't. I will take these. I would take these over the ivories all day long.
Oh yeah.
Divine Photo says, "I'm not mad." Exactly. That's my thing.
I didn't
I'm not.
say I'm not mad. I just said, but from a creative standpoint,
It
it
ain't. It ain't.
doesn't do
This
it.
one. This one is a gimme though. This is not a creativity type of thing. I get what you thinking about, but this one is kind of one of those like this is a shoe where it's like, man,
Oh, I guess I don't know. I
you
don't
know,
see
it's
things.
the
I see things
history.
differently. I don't see
It's the
what
history.
follow
You
this.
gonna go for them?
I just see things differently. Like I said, I don't
You're
just
not gonna go for them.
follow the suit stuff. You know.
You're not
I
gonna.
said in the beginning. Of course I'm going to go for them. I said that. I just said I don't. From a creativity standpoint, it doesn't do it for me. That's what I said.
I know, but this is the original joint.
Okay, yeah.
You know, I get what you saying. Like, all right, I mean, still that just because it's original, it still ain't like it's okay. Like, I get it.
And I don't feel like that was even the original. I feel like I said just hadn't put the stamp on yet. That was just a place marker.
And they had to get the ad. You think they just had a due date and they had to do what they had
Yeah,
to do?
exactly. And they're just gonna sell that as like it was an original shoe.
Man, you killing me tonight, man.
I was just saying,
You
bro.
killing me everything. Like I'm reading through the article earlier, like you think they real? Like and he's like, come on, like you just can't you God, I'm not saying you right or
Yeah,
wrong,
I
but
thought there was a place marker, honestly.
yeah, you challenging everything. Me up here, I'm like, man, this is I'm following, I'm doing exactly what they want somebody to do. You're up there
I
like
know. I have mine. I have mine. So you know.
yeah, something Travis, I'm sure.
Oh,
Um,
of course. But of course, for sure, I'm gonna go for them. I'm gonna be up at 7 a.m. just like everybody else.
yeah, like I said, I get what you're saying though. Like now that you kind of pull me back to reality, like who's to say this is not like they overly selling for what it is, but
Because,
that's
like I say, had that supposed to have been the black toe, why wouldn't they just put the original black? Why didn't they put it out like that in the first place? If that's what it was supposed to be, why would they put the stamped wings logo on it?
yeah. I'm curious what shoes he did have on in that photo.
None. That's
I'm sorry, I can't help but think
probably the
about it,
shoes he
bro.
wore right there.
Divine Photo says I still like those ivories and those threes. They're supposed to be dropping Saturday, right?
Yeah, you still feel the same about them.
I sure do.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay,
it's not for me. Not knocking on people that got it, but yeah.
yeah.
Um, other than that, so we're gonna I'm not gonna read through the whole article. I think that's pretty much it. Uh so I'm not even gonna read through the article. I just wanted to talk about that. It's supposed to be on the radar. Divine Photo says, let's be honest, if that reimagined bread don't be shock drop, um, if the ivory sells out, it's because people gonna itch to buy something this year. Yeah,
Yeah,
they gotta
I
itch to
agree.
just buy something.
I
Yeah.
agree. He said if these fours don't shock drop, people gonna just impulse buy pretty much.
Yeah, because I'll keep it 100. I am itching to buy something. I'm making negotiations
Yeah, bro,
on.
I need something, bro. I need to
Yeah,
spend this
that's my
money.
problem. Like I don't like. All right, cool. You gonna
Yo,
be all right.
girls, right? I need to spend this money on
So
something.
I was on eBay like last week, trying to hit with some deals, and I was like, look, man, I give you this right. Like how the people was talking to me, Maratos, like right
Mhm.
now, I was using it. I was like, hey, right, this right now, you know, homie was like, look. I'm gonna let it stay up on here for about 2 more days, and I'll let you know. I hit him up today, and I just wanted to follow up. Is the offer still on the table? He ain't responded yet because I hit him up on Sunday, and then the other dude, he's holding like we got a $50 difference, and he won't budge. So I'm like, bro, like, I don't. I'm like, no, you know what I mean? I feel like I'm being more than generous,
Mhm. So
So
it's probably gonna cost me. Well, no, because it's on him. The shipper expenses on him, right?
well, it's got to go through the authentication joint, but it's gonna come out of his whole little fee or whatever.
Oh yeah. So you're gonna get your money, man. What you crying about?
Yeah. So, but I know what he's saying is he paid resale for them too. So that's why he
Okay.
got. Yeah.
So okay, I get that. So you should also understand about somebody trying to crack you over the head. Like just you can look out for $50. Come on, bro.
Apparently not.
I get it. It's a tough game. Yeah. Hey.
Yeah. Let me hit this last one in the chat, and then we're going to wrap things up for tonight. Says the Ivories have exclusive access today and tomorrow on JD/Finish Line. Okay, so if you're like a frequent shopper there, hopefully you can check and see if you got exclusive access. But other than that, man, let me put us back on the main screen and let's wrap things up for tonight. Appreciate everybody for coming through and showing love. Really means a lot. But we've been on this joint for an hour and 35 minutes. Y'all definitely smash that like button. Sub it to the channel if you're new, if you haven't done so already. Of course, y'all know my name is Jeremy Jones, and what I do is make content about sneakers, occasional trial hauls, and y'all know we got Music Monday, but this is sold out. Sign up for that sold out Discord. Link is pinned at the top of the chat. It is free to sign up. Glad to see we getting new members here slowly but surely. And other than that, man, Hopefully, if we don't get the shock drop on the reimagined Bread 4s, I guess we're gonna be waiting to the 17th, which again, I'm not mad at it, but I am like a lot of people just itching to kind of get something. I feel like I haven't done nothing all year.
Yeah, and it really wouldn't really make sense for them to do them. I mean, they could still technically do them next week, you know.
But it'd be kind of pointless.
Yeah, it would be pointless. Yeah.
Yeah.
So see, you know.
Um, yeah, but other than that, man, so smash the like button, sign up for that sold out Discord, and of course, that's pretty much it for me. And I'm gonna let Dunks take us out for the night.
Yeah. Thanks everybody for joining. Yeah, this was a good one. Glad I could be in today. But yeah, like you say, if we don't see those Bread 4s tomorrow, then yeah, it's no point because like that person just said, people are gonna be itching to buy something. And like I even said earlier, people aren't gonna wanna pay, have to pay, damn near 250 back to back,
Facts.
But some people will, some people will. But and so it would be kind of disgusting for Nike to do something like that. But hey, they have and they can and will. But we shall see. So yeah, hopefully tomorrow we get something. But yeah, as of now, nothing. So yeah, but yeah, we'll be back Saturday, and I think that's it.
All right, man. We're officially out this thing, man. Peace.
Peace.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. Would you wanna come through for me, girl? If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
It's been a long day, you should roll up. Now it's you every time my phone buzz. Need you around, I've been so alone. Shit be hard when I'm on the road. All this Louis luggage made me wet the grill. I don't really wanna touch you unless it's mine for real. I put all them diamonds on her like a chandelier. She gon' get a double murder if the looks could kill. These feelings are familiar, swear she look familiar. Swear to God I need her, swear to God I need love. I've been in and out of lust, I've been in and out of touch, all in and out of love, yeah.
I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through.
Hi, I just wanted to let you know that I miss you and I love you. I feel like I haven't heard from you in a while. I know this music is hard, but I know you're also doing an incredible job. I just worry that it might take a lot out of you, and
girl. If you slide, tell me now what you do for me, girl. Been alone for some time, so it's new for me, girl. But I wanna take a chance on you truthfully, girl. Girl, I'll be a man, I know you need that. Where your old piece, you need to leave that. Got you on my lock, I need to keep that. Yeah, I mean that. Oh, you see that? I've been trying to hold back, gotta practice self-control. Every time I call you, girl, I always get that tone. I just need to see you, girl, I'm tired of that phone. Just say when you alone, on my way, I'm going gone, yeah. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come through. I just told my shawty better come through. We can turn it up if you want to. Looking at the sky through the sunroof. We can do whatever, girl, come